What's going on YouTube? JT Ajaborn here, and welcome back to another edition of my DC comic reviews. And in this video, we're going to be talking about Green Arrow issue number 8. This one's written by Joshua Williamson with multiple people working on the art. In this case, the penciler is done by Phil Hesters, and the ink is Air Capture, colors by Romulo Ferrado Jr., letters by Troy Peteri. And yeah, so this issue, the artwork really good throughout this issue. I'll say that right off the get-go. But this one takes place after the events of the previous one, where Onomatopoeia was showcased, and this is kind of the fallout of that. And initially, when the issue begins, we see supposedly dead Oliver Queen, and Connor is there kind of mourning over his death, and we get a fight scene of how Onomatopoeia supposedly killed Oliver Queen. But it's kind of more of a ruse. Like, this is not exactly what happened. It kind of makes me think back to the movie Clue, if you will, where they're just like, well, here's what really happened. And it kind of like, it gets revealed later on that this was all kind of a ruse between Connor and Ollie to figure out who sent Onomatopoeia to put the hit out on them, and also gather information, if you will, about the whereabouts of Roy Harper and Jade Newen, if you will. So, I mean, that's kind of the crux of the issue. There is some great looking artwork here, especially this 2-page spread here. I thought this one in particular looked really good about this fight. But again, like I said, Oliver Queen turns out to be Onomatopoeia in disguise. They later reveal what really happened there, and that kind of made me think of the movie Clue, if you will. They confront this other villain whose name I don't remember. I don't think it's mentioned within the comic book. Maybe he's an ongoing Green Arrow villain. I just can't quite remember because it's not stated, at least to my knowledge, unless I missed it within the pages of the comic book. But again, he gives them the necessary information to let them know what's really going on with Roy Harper, and it turns out he's supposedly working for Amanda Waller, because we saw, I don't know if it was the last issue or a few issues ago, Jade and Roy were kind of apprehended by Peacemaker and Lady Peacemaker and the clutches of Amanda Waller, that monster, that bitch, if you will. Yeah, Amanda Waller is just one of, if not the most dislikable characters in all of DC Comics, in the way that she's supposed to be. Like, she's a villain. You just like, she's such an evil, like, lady, and I just don't like her, but in the way you're not supposed to like her. So I mean, they do a good job with making me like dislike this character in the way you're supposed to, not like a character you're supposed to get behind that you just can't stand. This is a character who's supposed to be a villain that's supposed to come across as dislikable, who it's very easy to dislike Amanda Waller. So the fact that she's kind of pulling the strings, if you will, kind of forcing Roy and I assume Jade to be kind of doing something against their will is kind of interesting, because Amanda Waller's been kind of pulling the strings in a lot of stuff at DC right now. I mean, we have Beast World going on with her and the stuff and the Titans. I'm not sure how it's all going to necessarily like tie in together, if you will, between this and Beast World, but Amanda Waller is just, she's doing all she can for, I guess, absolute power and to be a real pain in the neck for the superheroes at DC Comics, and just being a complete sociopath. So that's cool. Like I said, I mean, this issue overall, there is some nice artwork. I'm kind of surprised they did the well, this is what really happened sort of thing, because I don't really see that too often within comic books, because it's not like he was just telling the story about what happened. We just kind of see the events. Well, I mean, he kind of is, but it's just, you don't see it too often by kind of the, I mean, you have fake outs here and there of like misleading things, but actually going through the effort to show the fight scene and almost kind of lying about it directly to the readers just to kind of show what really happened later on. It's not like he was describing it or something. So I don't know. It's just kind of one of those things where it's just a little bit, yeah, I see what you're doing, but okay, kind of interesting. But yeah, so I did like this issue overall. I don't think it's the best in this run, and I'd like to see other characters within the Green Arrow family showcased a little bit more in this run, but I think, like I said, there's still plenty of issues left, and I'm looking forward to seeing where the story goes from here. But anyways, what did you think of this issue? Post your comments down below. Be sure to like this video, share it with your friends, subscribe to the YouTube channel for more content, hit that bell for notifications, and that's going to wrap it up for the DC comic book reviews for this week. And until next time, as always, take care now, bye-bye then, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace out.